Hopefully nobody's bored of the Silver Bayonet yet, because this just showed up at my house, and I'd like to make something kind of cool. So, let's do it. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Blastercated Painting. Today we're going to convert some Hoplite Warriors into, like, Napoleonic Hoplite Warriors. Basically, I wanted a Silver Bayonet team that had the Hoplite helmets with the mohawk frill, because they just look awesome. So, I'm going to make those today. I think, because the book Italy is like, it's like a country and they kind of hold on to the old ways, and I'm pretty sure historically these helmets would have kind of worked. I don't know, doesn't matter. I definitely lean into the Hollywood instead of history aspect of Silver Bayonet. That's where I live. That's my jam. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's convert and paint these. So first thing we're going to do is take our Greek hoplites. These are Victrix and some late Saxon Anglo-Danes. Again, none of the costumes are historically accurate. I've also got some late Roman armored infantry. So that kind of maybe works a little. It doesn't really matter. I also have these American Civil War Zuvas. Either way, they don't have cuffs around the wrist, and they don't have the little puff on their shoulders, so they're good for conversions if you don't want to have those cuffs or puffs. No cuffs or puffs. So we're just going to cut those out, and actually I took some of the Victrix British skirmishing guys as well. And I'm going to just cut out the pieces I want, pick some of the bodies that I want, and kind of start kit bashing together. Like, one of them has like this priest in it. So, like, I cut off the rifle and put this in his hand instead of a flag. Like, so he's some sort of weird druid that's hanging out with them. I could use him for an occultist, actually. That would work really good. Then, yeah, just picking those bodies, putting on arms. Kind of dry-fitting stuff first. Don't go right to glue. Unless you've... I guess if you use plastic glue, you got a little bit extra working time. But yeah, like, I kind of had to get these all situated the way I want, and then yeah, adding the Hoplite helmets. And I honestly didn't know if this was going to work or if it was going to look good, and then by the time I finally got it on there, with persistence by the way, I was super happy with how they turned out. Like, that looks cool. And like I said before, it's a warband now that's only mine. Like, nobody else has that. Like, somebody else could make them, but these are mine. So when I kit bash things, I definitely end up with bits that I cut off and then don't end up using, because it looks good on the sprue and you're like, oh, that'll work, and then it doesn't work. So I usually have a little container that I throw those bits into, because I use them again, hopefully at some point. But let's be honest, there are bits that are going to sit in that container forever, because you're never going to use them. But I think wargamers are savers. I think we're savers, not hoarders. Although there is some of that, but savers, collectors, not hoarders. There's a little hoarding. We all have a bit of a dragon hoard mentality when it comes to miniatures. But anyway, yeah, just start getting some sprues, getting some things, and start cutting some stuff together. Maybe you have a 3D printer. You can 3D print bits too. I don't know. Mix around some stuff, play around with some stuff, try some stuff. I don't know. I've definitely made some really cool things that I'm very happy with, that I can't wait to play with on the table. Like, these are cool. This is why I like Silver Bayonet. If you guys don't have it, check it out, because it's a really great setting and theme, and the rule set's awesome. This new book, which I think is the thickest of the supplements so far, is fantastic. There's a whole section on the history at the beginning that I would have never ever learned about if it weren't for this game. So this is a not a gateway game. You're already through the gate. This opens up a different aspect of the hobby. At least it did for me. Give it a try. And here they are with a zenithal finished up and did the basing and zenithal that. And yeah, I'm really happy with how these turned out, actually. Like, they're very cool. And yeah, we're going to get to painting them. First thing we're going to do is take some Howling Sand here. This is like a very, it's like beige, but a very light beige. This is going on their sleeves and on their pants. So basically I'm going to use this to kind of break up the miniature. So sleeves, pants, throw that on there. And this color looks better when it dries. And I didn't do it, but you should maybe put a soft tone on it. Would look really good as well. But anyway, moving on. I take some Murder Scene, some Blood Angels Red, and some Speedpaint Medium. So this is mostly medium and Blood Angels Red and a little bit of Murder Scene. And that is going on their mohawks or frills or whatever it is. And then any of them that have an underskirt under their armor, we're going to put it on there. So again, so this is like the same we just did with the sleeves. It's up, down, up, down. And then this guy's going to get all red. His robe is going to be all red. I really like him as an occultist. But yeah, get that on there. Or any of you guys playing Silver Bayonet, let me know in the comments below. I love talking about it. It's a great game, so let me know. Now we're taking some Hoard Bronze and some Brazen Copper because neither of these colors do exactly what I want. But together they do exactly what I want, which is a really nice... it's a really good, like, copper, bronzy kind of color. And we're going to take some Hardened Leather, and this can go on any of their belts, pouches, and their shoes. So again, this is an up-down sort of thing. We've done some up-down colors here, where kind of making them uniform without them being uniform, because they're not uniform outfits. But with the colors, we can do it. And we're going to take some Peachy Flesh and some Crusader Skin. I'm not a big fan of Crusader Skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Peachy Flesh on some of them, just straight. And on the other ones, I'm going to use Crusader Skin mixed with Peachy Flesh. And that works out a little bit better. So anywhere where there's flesh, some of them aren't wearing pants. Look out for that. So when it came to the helmets, I was reaching over for the glittering loot from Army Painter or the golden armor, completely forgetting that they have a paint called Hoplite Gold, which I did grab. And the reason I forgot about it is because the Hoplite Gold came in the original Army Painter 2.0 Mega set. And I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of it. So I bought the golden armor and the glittering loot separately, and I really like those two. But these are Hoplite helmets, they need Hoplite Gold. Anyway. So yeah, the Hoplite Gold from the Army Painter, and that's going on the helmets. And yeah, I think I was wrong. I think I was wrong before. I really like this color. It might be because it's mixed with the other colors that are on there, like the color scheme. But yeah, it works really well. And I would have been upset if I had painted these and found this color after. We're also going to put it on any of the ones that have shields. I use shields to hide arm connections sometimes, so think about that for kit bashing. Next, we're taking some Wasteland Brown here, and that's just going to go on their muskets. I really like the Wasteland Brown for wood. I don't know, it's kind of a weird, light, it almost looks like a sandalwood color, and I like that. But yeah, it's going all over their guns. Next, we're taking some black metal here, and this is just going to go on any parts that we want silver. So obviously their muskets, you know, trigger guards, barrels, bayonets, anywhere we want silver. You can throw it on their belt buckles if you haven't done a color on those yet. And yeah, moving on. We're going to take some Thunderbird Blue because I like a weird splash of color. This is going on the straps of their muskets because I just can't help myself. And it looks good with the red. And it's also going to go on any of the shield faces. And with that, I'll base them up and they're done. So what do you guys think? I'm really happy with them. I think they're really cool. Definitely different. I know everybody wants their Napoleonic soldiers, I guess, with the big hats or anything like that. I'm not interested in that. I want them to look cool. I actually think these guys look awesome. And will be really good for this. I like to have a different warband converted and made, or printed and made for each of the books. So I have a Canada one, I have an Egypt one, I have one for Italy now, and I have one for the Carpathians as well, and one for the original book. So yeah, I like to make a new one for each one. I carry over my team usually, so the same characters, they're just dressed accordingly. You know? Win in Rome. And as always, we want to thank our Patreons, Charming Grenade, Richie Fender, and LK. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a great day. Can I do the whole video in an Italian accent? Probably shouldn't. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Calabria, Calabria, Calabria. It's not an easy word. Calabria. Because sometimes you want to say Calabria. But it's Calabria. Briganti. That's got to be like brigands, right? Briganti.